Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and welcome to the fastest process video ever. This is for the sketch that we picked for this month, and I was really excited to do this layout. I am using some scraps here, as you can see. I have been working with this piece. If you had seen my layout from this weekend, you would have recognized that, so I'm just kind of reusing it in one more different type of way here. And it's the fastest. Like I said, I kind of had it a little bit pre-planned, started to do it, and it just came together really, really fast. So I am also adding these hearts. These are from the Heart Day collection from Crate Paper, this year's Valentine's Day collection. And then I backed each one of my photos with just a little bit of scrap from my scrap bin so that they had something to go on. And then, of course, backed everything with a piece of white cardstock stitched with black because that's my new favorite thing right now. I'm also going to add one of these awesome arrows from Freckled Fawn and a few more little embellishments from the Paige Evans collection, her very first collection that she did, so the Fancy Free collection. And then I'm going to add my title, and my title is called These Are the Moments. Pretty simple, and I did have to paint those word moments. I painted with my licorice stick dazzlers from Shimmers. I picked that up from Spiegelmom's scrap shop. If you're interested in where I got that from, you can always go there. And if you do want to shop there, remember you can use my name. So just type in Christy15 and you actually get a bit of a discount. So if you're in the mood for some shimmers, definitely check that out. And then my camera goes silly on me, so you can see I'd added my journaling, and my final touches are just adding a few little pieces here. And then I'm going to go ahead and you're going to see me randomly with a pencil draw in some lines. I'm going to add some plus signs that I hand stitch in that you'll see at the end. I'm going to come back live to do a little bit better of an overview and kind of explain this video a little bit better, because I didn't actually realize how fast of a process this actually went through. So you'll kind of see my end results and my final thoughts on it and why I created it. So just hang tight and I will come back live and explain all of that for you as well. I am at the moment just trying to figure out where I think adding the plus signs are going to work the best. I wanted there to be multiple areas and different rectangles coming through, and I wanted to use multiple colors, but in the end I actually just stick with the white embossing thread, and again you will see that when I come back live, so you can have a better look at the page and all of that. So just hang tight and I'll be back live with you in just a moment. Hey everyone, I just wanted to get on here really quick and do a live share because my process was so quick. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but little bits and pieces of my process got cut out. So this is my finished layout for the sketch, and I'll make sure to include it again at the end so you can see the differences. It was to use two photos, and it was it kind of stretched out this way. And then of course I take my own spin. You'll notice with sketches I very much don't follow. I grab an idea from them and then I take it off with my own. So I wanted to play off of something kind of bright and colorful and fun. So this is where I grabbed this beautiful piece of Paige Evans, her Fancy Free collection, this beautiful color here. It's like a green color. And then I had these lying on my desk, so I just made it into a triangle effect. As you know, I love my visual triangles. So that was where I started with. I am currently obsessed with this idea of doing some stitching with a white piece of cardstock and then layering in the pattern so it's got a nice block to it. So the third layout I've done this year already doing that. So you're probably going to see a lot of that from me coming up because I'm really into it right now. And then, so I layered my photos. I did back each photo with a piece of scrap so it had a little bit of color behind it, and then a second piece of scrap in a color. So this one I pulled from the color of the shape right here. And this one I pulled so that there was something dark and balancing, because I knew I already knew I was adding in these hearts. That had already been decided. And so that's where these two pieces of pattern paper came from as well. I then was thinking about where my journaling was going to go, and I found this would be the perfect spot for it just because it's condensed enough, and I didn't have a whole lot to say. So it would be condensed enough and it wouldn't interfere, and it also wouldn't have this big blank space at the bottom if I didn't put anything here. So that's how I knew my journaling was going to go there. And then came just where I was going to put my title. So I originally was thinking, I knew that I was titling it These Are the Moments. I got that inspiration from my Pinterest board that's called Titles. I just look through it, find one that I really like, and use it. That's how I'm getting through using different titles than just the ones that I would use like playing or something like that. I come up with a little bit more unique ones that way sometimes. So I did that. I have these Amy Tangerine thickers that are in the regular, like they haven't been painted, they're just cork type color, like that color. So I just used my licorice stick and painted them black so it would match in. So that's how I was able to come up with my title and add that part. And then the final little bits are adding in, I had this little tab here. This is also from the Fancy Free collection. Of course, I had put in the hearts. I added, again, this little silver heart is also from the Fancy Free collection. And then I came down here and added one more heart. It just happened to be on my desk, so I thought it was fitting to have hearts in 3 spots. And then I went into my Valentine's collection that I had that has all these little plus signs, and I put 3 there. So again, you're talking about a visual triangle. So I've got 2 going on right now. One like this with the patterns, and then one with the plus signs. And then finally, I thought it still needed just a little bit of something. So I went in and I did a little tiny bit of hand stitching with the plus signs in 3 clusters of 3. So again, there's one here, one here, one here. So visual triangle, one here, one here, one here, visual triangle, one here, one here, one here, visual triangle, all while being a visual triangle within themselves. So that is how I came up with this layout. I had a lot of fun creating it. I'm sorry the process didn't come together the way I was actually hoping it would. But this is my layout. Rachel has already posted hers when we were supposed to, so I apologize this is late as well, but hopefully I will be more on track for the next week. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll get to them as quickly as possible, and I hope everyone has a great day. Bye!